Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in with Key Encounters. I'm here to interview another interesting person by the name of Jay, but he goes by FRG or FLRG. Welcome.
What's going on? How's everybody doing?
All right, wonderful. Let's go ahead and start off with tell us about your name. What's FLRG stand for?
Florida Rampage Gaming. Wanted to do a name that no one else had, but it kind of focused more on the gaming side, content, and stuff like that.
Okay. What games do you normally play?
I normally play Call of Duty, Minecraft. I have the new WWE 2K24, Fortnite, basic art, first person kind of games.
Okay,
Because that's what I like doing.
Okay. Which one, out of all the games that you normally play, which one do you find yourself streaming the most of?
Call of Duty.
And what is it about Call of Duty that you enjoy?
I played it. I've been playing it since the original NW3 on the Wii system. I fell in love with Call of Duty. The graphics, the movement, easy stuff. Just felt it. Uh, this the way it felt. It feels when you can actually. It looks like somebody's there.
Okay. What was oh, by the way, what platforms or platform do you primarily stream on? Let me make sure I get that out of the
way. I stream Monday through Friday on Kick. We are full time over on Kick now. I moved over almost a year ago, and I met a bunch of cool people. I also make content for YouTube. I have Harry Potter videos coming out until July.
No, sir. Mr. J. Sorry, I think that you. It's not time for the shameless plug. I was asking, what platform do you primarily stream on? And
Kick.
It sounds to me Kick, right?
Kick.
Okay.
Yes,
and what do you like about streaming on Kick?
The community. The community is a little different, a different feel to it. It's people, I think, are more open about what they stream and helping people. A little not not hesitant to try something a little different than what they would on their normal what they were streaming before.
Okay. Let me ask you this: do you have a name for your community over on Kick?
It's FLRG.
That's just them, huh? That's the crew. Yep. That's them. If they were watching right now, which at some point they would be, what would you like to say to them?
I am proud of everything we do every day. We grow every day together, and I couldn't ask for a better team and a better community.
Okay. Describe a time as a streamer that things went left and you almost had to turn the stream off, but you were able to turn it around.
That would be every other day. No. My whole system goes down and it lags a lot, but then it comes back. So I have to reset my whole broadcast system for the internet to fix itself.
Okay. And you were able to fix that in an ample amount of time?
Yep.
Okay. Where do you draw inspiration as a streamer? Meaning, what keeps you going?
People are entertained. I do it for you guys. I love making videos and making content and making people laugh and have fun. It's what I do at this point. If they have a good time, laugh at, hey, that's more motive for me to keep doing what I do.
Okay. Now, I know as a streamer, your community can do such awesome things, right? I want you to tell me a time where a actual streamer, I'm sorry, let me take that back. If you wouldn't mind, can you tell me a time that your community did something that was either jaw-dropping or literally moved you to tears?
I got raided the other night.
You got raided. Tell me about that. No. Let's start over again. No. What I'm asking is, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase it. I think there's a misunderstanding. Your community, okay? Your community does something for you, and it's a jaw-dropping moment, or moved you to tears, or it made you step back and you're like, oh my God, you guys, that's what I'm looking for. Not a moment as a streamer. I'm talking about your community. What have they done for you? You can name one or two that was a jaw-dropping moment that moved you.
Subbing, having a bunch of people from one of my friends' channels come to my channel and sub. I was not expecting that. I almost did shed a tear because I was just like, holy crap. Like, y'all are coming and watching out of nowhere and supporting me. This is cool. This is what,
Okay.
I kind of don't get a lot of, but it helps me, motivates me to keep going.
So from your community, you got rated and your community gifted subs?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Now that makes sense. Okay. So they were out there like, you guys are all going to sub to Jay. Y'all going to show him love. And your community showed up to make sure that was solidified.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool. Okay. Now we're on the same page. Okay. Let me ask you this, Jay. Are there ever times when you're streaming, but you don't want to?
Yes. When I sit in sit for 4 or 5 hours and no one shows up, it's not always, people are not always going to come view you or not able to view you and hang out. And I understand that life, but I sit for 4 or 5 hours and no one shows up. I kind of feel bad. I just got to pick myself up and do something else.
Oh, while you're sitting there
day.
for the 5 hours. Oh, it's okay. So when you're sitting there for those times when no one's showing up, walk me through, what do you do? Like, so no one's showing up for, let's say, a 4-hour stream. What do you do to pass the time away while you're there? Is it just full on video game play? Are you working on content while you're live? Are you talking to yourself, like for commentary, for for your replays? Like, what is it that you do when it's this sort of, as I like to call, downtime?
I usually record videos, make content. I'll play music. People sometimes come to listen to music. I record a lot of stuff that if no one's watching, it gives me time to make content for another platform.
Okay.
And kind of helps out.
All right. So how long have you been a streamer in general? Not saying that you joined like Twitch or Kick or any of that stuff. I'm talking about how long have you been a streamer as far as in front of a camera, or if you couldn't show your face, how long have you been a streamer for live on the live side?
My 2015, 16, 17. about 5, 6 years.
Okay.
A little bit longer than that.
Take me to day one, ground zero. Walk me through it. What was going through your mind? How did you start? What did you play? How did it go?
Actually, the first thing I did on Twitch was I had my own podcast. I would get people to come in, do interviews. The first day after, I was just like, I might have something here. I felt good about it. I felt like no one, and this is back in the early days of Twitch, like not a lot of people had podcasts or doing podcasts on Twitch or talk shows. So I was like, this is something no one else is doing right now. So, and I feel good about the content I have. And it just took off until a few years ago.
Okay. So earlier you were mentioning the games that you're playing, but you started off doing interviews. Why did it change and when did it change? When did you do the crossover?
That had to be 3 years ago. I got tired of trying to do everything myself. Like I was promoting, I was getting the stuff ready, what to talk about. I couldn't find help to like have a co-host, and I just got tired of trying to do everything because it got so hectic trying to find stuff to talk about and promote, post our content every other day.
Right. So you're saying that it got a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. Hey, sometimes, hey, you know what? As long as you try, no one can't say anything. You did it for quite some time. And then, so, okay, so you left interviews. All right, you left that sort of scene and you started gaming. What was the game that you started off with?
Believe it or not, and it's not, well, it's still around. I started out with Toontown. I don't know. I'm showing my age a little bit. I shouldn't. But Toontown rewritten. It's called now. It was original Toontown. It was a Disney game. Okay. So I don't know. God, I feel freaking old. It was about you can get a rabbit, you can get like different things, run around, kill robots with pies and squirt guns and different things. So I started playing that for a while, then got into like getting a capture card and moving up in video games. Okay. But I really started like on computer games.
Oh, you started off on computer games. So you've been a gamer pretty much all your life? All right. What was the best game you ever got your hands on?
People won't believe it. It would have to be between Hogwarts Legacy, 007 GoldenEye, Mario 64, and Donkey Kong 64.
Nice. Those are nice games. What's the worst game you've ever played?
Wow. Worst game I ever played. It wasn't Cuphead. It was about so there's a little dude and he was like Stitches. It was like a little doll.
Little Big Earth?
Yeah.
Okay. Never heard of it. Okay. Nice. So wait, why didn't you like that game?
Motions in it. The motions are kind of weird for me. I just didn't like how the movement was.
Fair enough. Okay. No, it's your opinion and I'm going to stand by it. Okay. we're gonna set up a scene here. It's a death match between Mickey Mouse and Goofy. Who's winning?
Goofy.
And why would you put your money on Goofy?
Because he's taller, bigger feet, bigger hands.
So that's all it takes to win in a death match is taller, bigger feet, bigger hands.
Pretty much.
All right. Okay. All right. Walk me through. Let's get to know you a little bit. Tell me about your childhood. Where are you from? How'd you grow up? Walk me through it.
Well, I grew up here in Winter Haven, Florida. I lived here for all my life. I grew up.
So you live in the entire state of Florida, or is there a town that you live in?
No, it's called Winter Haven.
Okay,
it's
so
between Tampa, Orlando, Lakeland. So we got theme park.
Okay, we'll talk about the theme park. And okay, calm down there, Skipper. We'll talk about the theme parks in a second.
I live in Tourist Town.
Okay, all right. So what was your childhood like?
No, a normal kid. I go out every day, do different things, meet people, hang out. Had a few friends. That's about it. Just a normal childhood.
Okay, so since you had a normal childhood, all right, and you're an adult now, this is going to be a two-parter. The first part is when you were a kid and as an adult, what do you still do that's for fun? And then what did you stop as a kid and then picked up as an adult for fun?
What did I do for fun?
Yeah, that you still do to this day that you did as a kid. It's like timeless.
Go for walks. Go walk around the parks. Go downtown area, walk around. Go to different places.
Okay, so we got walking.
And go to like theme parks and stuff like that.
All right. Now, what is it that you do now that you didn't do when you were young that you find that you do for fun?
Go to bars.
Go to bars. Okay. What do you like to drink at the bars?
Corona. I like a Guinness every now and then.
Okay.
I'm not really into Dos Equis or like dark, really like weird Heineken.
Okay.
But I will drink Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch if I have to.
Hey, nothing wrong with those. Those are timeless classics right there at the bar. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Now I want to focus on these theme parks. How many theme parks that you can name that are surrounding where in your town? Like, what are all the theme parks that you can think of?
SeaWorld, Legoland, Adventure, what is it? Place in Tampa, Disney, Animal Kingdom, Epcot, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom. Let's see.
There's a lot.
I think there's Universal, all the Universal parks.
Okay. And have you been to all of them? Have you been to all of them?
Most of them, yes.
Okay.
I went to Legoland when it first opened, but not recent. It's been a few years since I've been to Legoland.
Okay.
Even though it's like 30 minutes down from my house. Actually, when they shoot off fireworks at like 4th of July, Christmas, I can go out to my backyard, and look at the fireworks, watch the fireworks.
That's cool. All right.
And I can hear them.
Oh, nice. Let me ask you this. This is this is just between me and you. Out of all those places you named, okay, and you've been to them, which one is underrated in your opinion? And you can't say Disney because everyone goes to Disney, So we're not going to use Disney, nor we're going to be talking about Universal either. But in your opinion, out of all the other places, which one's the most underrated that people should visit more?
SeaWorld.
You think SeaWorld, huh?
SeaWorld does. I know there's a bunch of movies out there discarding SeaWorld, but they do a lot for animals and they help a lot of animals. And people don't give them credit for where the credit is due.
Right. Okay. Got another scenario for you. Okay. The scenario is pretty intense. If you were to marry a celebrity and he is the same sex as you, here are your choices: Ryan Reynolds or Ryan Reynolds. Which one would you choose?
Ryan Reynolds.
Fair enough. Now,
Deadpool.
fair enough. Walk me through a day on how you would treat Ryan Reynolds. How would the day be with you two being happy? Walk me through this ideal Ryan Reynolds Deadpool day of happiness.
Breakfast, soccer game, dinner, ice cream.
Just like that, huh? Just like that.
Just
All
like
right.
that.
Just gonna keep it moving. All right, just like that. Did you ever date as a teenager?
Yes and no.
How is that? Yes
Kinda.
and no. Like, I don't want to have any speculation, so you got to give me more than just yes and no. Fill me in.
I had a few girlfriends in high school and elementary. I really didn't. I really kept to myself, my friends. I was more of, I would rather hang out with my friends than and be, well, keep to myself and my friends. That's about it.
Okay, so
I wasn't dating a lot.
You weren't dating a lot, but when you did, it was just for that moment. So in high school, how many girlfriends would you say you had till you graduated? From
2,
ninth
3,
grade to
4,
12.
5, 6.
What?
7.
It's only 4 years, bro. Wait, what? Jay, you out here like that, bro? Okay, all right, okay. I don't even need to hear any more numbers, sir. Nasty pants. Can you recall the best one? Who was the one that you can always think of from high school? What was she like? Can you describe her to me?
Blonde, smart,
Okay.
funny.
And so why aren't you guys still together? Like what if she was all these things, what happened? Found out you had all them other girls, huh? So why did you guys break up?
She wouldn't. I don't know. She's got overwhelmed or something, and she broke up with me to date somebody else.
Gotcha. Okay. She broke your heart.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Okay. What's the grossest color in your opinion?
Neat. Well, like a super, super, super bright orange.
Okay.
Like brighter than the sun. Like yellow, orange, bright as crap.
Okay. I want you to tell me something that most people don't know about you. And here's the question. Out of all the exotic things people can eat on this planet, what would be the one thing that you wish you could have tried? But you're still a little nervous to get it. But if you could, you'd be able to eat it.
Blowfish.
You want to try the blowfish, huh?
I would love to try blowfish. I've had squid. I've had sushi, like different fishes. I, I, they say blowfish, if you cook it wrong, you're dead.
All
Take that
right.
gamble.
All right. So you say if they cook it, you got to gamble and you got to sign the waiver. Is that what you're saying? You got to sign a waiver with this?
Yep.
Oh man,
Yep.
that sounds nice. I hope you get to do that. Name me 3 things on your bucket list.
Go to Vegas. Go to Tennessee. I want to go see the Grand Ole Opry.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
And get married at Disney.
Nothing wrong with that. That'd be pretty cool. Tell me something about you that people always get wrong.
My name is not Flurg. It's FLRG.
Oh, so people always just call you Florg? Well,
Flurg.
that's what I'm going to be calling you from now on. I don't think you should have said that. Okay. So streaming wise, the thing that they always get wrong is your streaming name.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm talking about real life. What is something people always get wrong about you that isn't true? Like tell me something. What do they always get wrong that isn't true?
They think a lot of people think I'm a shy person, but I'm really not. I'm a people person. Like, I like to meet people, talk, have conversations. But if you see me out in the middle of nowhere and I look shy, I'm not.
You have resting shy face?
Yeah,
Okay.
basically. And I look confused or in the state of confusion. I'm not. It's just me being me out in the wild.
Out in the wild. All right.
Out in the wild.
Tell me something you don't like about yourself.
I can't grow a full beard.
You can't grow a full beard. Okay. You hate that about you. You're trying to grow the beard and you're just like, I just can't. I got to give up on these dreams. Okay.
No, I'd still grow it, but it won't grow. It's patchy.
It's patchy.
Like,
okay. Like Joe Dirt?
yeah, Joe
Like
Dirt
Joe
beard.
Dirt. When you were growing up, what was a dream of yours as a kid?
To work, to have my own like podcast and to have my own like radio station
Okay.
entertaining people.
Nice. Tell me about grandma.
Sweet, kind, and knows what food she likes and does.
Can you tell me a few things you've learned from grandma that you will always hold dear?
Don't listen to my mother. Don't listen to her husband. And the toilet paper has to have a mullet and not in the back.
Okay. All right.
Don't ask. Don't ask. Gramps is weird about that.
Okay. Okay.
She's like,
okay.
the toilet.
All right. All right. Okay. Um, has there ever been anything you and your grandmother ever done that you will always remember and keep to your heart? Like a memorable moment?
Us going to St. Augustine for the first time. If a lot of people don't know, St. Augustine's a few hours away, but I called my home away from home. And I can remember the first time we went and got to go explore the city of St. Augustine. And I will always cherish that because it's a place me and my grandma can go.
Okay. Now, let's hypothetically say your grandmother's going to watch this video, right? She's going to watch because she supports her grandson. Look at the camera right now and tell her whatever you want to tell her from the heart that you normally wouldn't say to her. You know what I mean? Like leave her a message. Go ahead whenever you're ready.
Thank you for all the love and support you give me every day.
That's it? No, I love you. No.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love you.
No, you know I can't edit this. So try again from the heart and don't make it so brief. Don't do that. Don't be that grandbaby. Don't be that grandchild. Give her a good message from the heart. No. And then make sure you leave an I love you. What is wrong with you? How often do you tell your grandmother a week that you love her? Do you say it daily?
Once or twice.
A day or once or twice a week?
A week.
Oh, you got to do better. Yeah, you better leave her a good message. Yeah. No. You can't just leave a nice message like, oh, she's great and she's an inspiration and I will always cherish. And you only give her 2 I love yous a week. Try again. Go ahead. Leave a nice fucking message to your goddamn grandma. Go.
Gramps, I love you, and I thank you for loving, supporting me, everything I do, and dealing with all my craziness. I don't tell you enough, but I do love you.
I'll take it. It feels forced, but I'll take it. All right. On all behalf of all grandparents on this planet, some lazy ass shit you just did, but we'll take it. All right. Whatever, dude. Oh, Jesus. Where did you attend high school?
Actually, at a trade school.
What's the name of the trade school?
Roosevelt Academy.
What was the mascot?
Which I think it's Roosevelt. It was the Eagle. I think it's under a different name now because the school board, I believe, went from a school like a trade school to a regular school. So I don't know what they really call it now. I think it's called something different. But it was a trade school. So you go to like 10th or 9th or 10th grade or 8th or 9th grade and you go learn a trade. They would take you to a job and you would work and they would teach you about the trade or whatever you wanted to learn. So I learned, like, I worked in the kitchen for a year. I worked in a thrift store, learning about how to do different things with like packing, and like we would go pick up people's stuff and take it to our store and sell it. It was basically you learn on the job. That's basically what they did for you.
Oh, nice.
And help prepare you for the whole work scene.
Okay. What was the craziest thing you ever did when you were young with your friends?
I would take my cousins, put them on a skateboard, tie the rope to the skateboard, and pull it behind the golf cart.
Damn. Anybody get hurt?
No. They loved doing it. We all did it.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Worst flavor ice cream ever?
Cherry.
Cherry, you don't like with cherry in it or just cherry flavor?
Just cherry flavor.
Okay.
I just don't like cherry for some reason.
Okay. Who does it better, DC or Marvel?
Marvel. You can't doubt Stan Lee. The man's a legend in his own time.
So what makes Marvel better than DC then?
I think more out characters, the way they write the characters, more of the story than what DC does. DC is more of a darker kind of universe, I think, than more lighter to DC.
Okay. Who's your favorite character then in Marvel? Yeah, which one do you identify closest with? Which out of all the superheroes or villains, which one best represents Jay in Marvel?
Punisher.
You say the Punisher. Why is that?
Because I like blowing shit up and shooting people in Call of Duty.
Oh, so it ties in. It ties into the video game. Okay, I see you. Okay. All right. I want you to really think about this. All right. Take a few moments to really think about this question. I want you to tell me that as close as it can get to your real life, what's the movie?
American Pie.
Your whole entire life up to this point, American Pie.
You find the girl you want, then you lose her,
Okay.
then you find her again.
That's your life right now. From start to finish, from start to present time, American Pie best describes your life. I'm just trying to make sure I understand this. I don't want you changing it. I just want to understand it. Okay.
Yes.
Right. Fair enough. All right. Tell me the song that makes you cry every time you hear it.
It's a country song. It's called 21st Palm. It's by Michael Ray. And every time I hear it, I think of my grandpa.
Okay, and that kind of that puts you in your feels, huh?
Yeah. 21st song.
Describe to me your ideal woman.
My ideal what?
Your ideal woman. Since we already know what your ideal man is Ryan Reynolds. I want to know your ideal woman.
Smart, funny, redhead, thick.
Thick, okay, thick, okay. That's it.
Got brains.
Okay, there's okay, all right. I need more. You got to describe her to me. You can't just be putting out arbitrary things. I need to know.
Can cook.
Okay, you gotta have some skills.
Knows music. Can deal with me.
Okay, how tall?
And my craziness.
A height requirement? Is there a height requirement or
5 foot? 6 foot?
5 or 6 foot?
Yeah.
So
I don't want her to be taller than me.
So 5 or 6 foot? So she could be 5 feet or 6 feet tall.
Oh, I just don't want her to be taller than me.
How tall are you?
5 something.
Nah, you know how tall you are. You can't just say 5 something. How tall?
No. There's on my license it says 5'11" or something.
You're 5'11"
or something like that. Yeah.
How do you not know your Jay?
Because I avoid doctors. I avoid dentists. I avoid people.
Tall you are. You're 5'11". You're tall. You're a very tall man.
No.
Okay, then you can't be 5'11". That's damn near close to 6 feet tall, Jay. How tall are you, Jay?
I have no clue, to be honest.
Are you?
Because I do not know.
Okay, are you a short man?
Short, yeah.
So, but you're in the 5 foot area.
Somewhat. I feel 5 foot.
Okay, so wait, hold on. Most people that you're around, are they usually taller than you? Most people?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're definitely under the 5'6" mark. Because 5'6" is usually 5'6", 5'7", 5'8", usually the average. So you're about 5'5"?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
All right, okay. And you want your woman between 5 feet and 6 feet, but can't be taller than you.
Yeah.
But 6 feet's taller than you, Jay.
Well, I mean, she can have a little bit taller than me, but not.
Okay,
You know,
so let's throw height out because I can see height as an issue here. Because all right, is there anything else about her that makes her ideal? Is she breathing? I didn't hear breathing.
yeah.
Does she have all her
Breathing.
limbs? Look, I'm not building this female
All,
for you.
all, all,
You build her. I'm not
all
building you
limbs,
females.
all limbs, all organs, everything works.
Everything works. Okay. Okay. All right. So out of all the video games that you can think about all the characters on this planet that you can think of. Who's sexy? Who's a sexy video game character?
Becky Lynch
Becky Lynch.
from WWE.
Okay, okay. That's based on a real character, correct?
Yes.
You a big wrestling fan?
I used to be, but I'm slowly getting back into it because since it's changed so much over the years. It went from PG to like the Attitude era to more of a PG show. So it was a little more tame. The stories weren't really that good like it used to be.
Okay.
So, and the stories are now getting better and
All right, that's
now
fair.
make more sense.
Who was your favorite wrestler when you were a fan at the start? Who was your favorite wrestling character?
Undertaker.
Oh, Undertaker's a nice guy. All right, back to front or front to back?
Back to front.
Wonderful, ladies and gentlemen. That's how he likes them to wipe. So that's fantastic. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me ask you this. Why is Batman the worst character?
He's not.
Oh no.
There's been
Why is
so
he
much.
why is
I mean,
what makes him what why is he the worst?
are we talking comic or are we talking like TV show or are we just
Okay, since you want to know you I hear you breaking it up in diversity. All right, so we'll switch it up a little bit. Out of all the things you've seen Batman, right? Movies, cartoons, comic books, anime series, all that stuff, right? Which Batman, in your opinion, is the worst? It could be from the movies, and if we go
George
movies,
Clooney?
or you say the George Clooney Batman is garbage. Why?
Yeah.
What made him bad?
It didn't really, to me, fit the profile of Batman. Because growing up, Adam West, being the original Batman, watching the original Batman, to going to Batman Forever, Dark Knight, Up, kind of, it just didn't seem like the voice. I think it was the voice.
Okay. Why should unicorns be enslaved and eaten?
Because you can live forever.
You believe if you consume the unicorn, you shall be immortal?
Yep.
Fair enough. When you get older, where would you like to retire?
St. Augustine.
You want to retire
in a
in St.
house.
Augustine, huh? Okay. You ever want children, Jay?
One. I want a boy.
And what would you name the boy?
Quentin.
You want him to be Quentin. What
so
type
we can
of
call him Q for short.
We call him Q for short. Okay. All right. So let's say you had Q. What would be a dream or Q?
To do what I do every day and love what I do and love gaming.
Okay, so what type of so you're gonna be this parent. What are gonna be some life lessons that has happened to you that you could pass on to Q?
Don't let someone tell you you can't do something. Don't let them tell you you're not good enough to do what you want to do.
All right.
And know when to tell people to F off.
Tell them to F off. All right. All right. We're going to go into a time machine, Mr. J. We're going to go back to day one of you streaming. With all the
So you
knowledge
said I'm old now.
Hold on. With all the knowledge that you have now and the things that you have gone through, what are some of the things you're going to tell yourself on day one?
Be more. Don't expect everything to go right the first time. Don't get over exaggerated when stuff doesn't happen. And don't worry about stuff that's not going to happen.
Okay. Who's sexier, King Kong or Godzilla?
Are they wearing bra panties? Are they got
They're
lingerie?
kaijus. Hey, they're kaijus. Who's sexier?
King Kong.
Okay. Jay, we're almost to the end of this interview. I want you to look at the camera. And my question is, why should anyone watch you?
If people want to watch something different, something that I understand a lot of people are doing, but I try to help more people. And if you're looking for funny, crazy antics, funny sounds, a place that you can chill and hang out, that's me. I like to entertain.
That's it? All right.
Yep.
So, Jay, I have another important scenario for you. All right. You're stuck on an
Okay.
island. You can bring 3 things and 1 bonus item, but the bonus item is on the other side of the island. What are those items?
Food, water,
Okay,
and
that's
shelter
2.
can be on the other side.
Wait. Say it again. So you said food,
And
water.
and shelter could be on the other side.
Okay, so shelter's on the other side. We're missing one more thing. So we have food, water. Okay.
And duct tape.
And duct tape, but then the shelter's on the other side of the island. You think you're going to be able to get to the other side of the island?
Yeah.
You're just that confident. You got the food, the water, the duct tape, and then shelter is on the other side of the island.
I'm gonna make a spear. I'm gonna make something with duct tape.
You're going to make a spear out of duct tape?
No, I'm gonna make something, some kind of weapon or something.
Okay, and then hold it all together with the duct tape.
Yeah.
Okay. When you were growing up, who did you idolize as a celebrity?
More. More. More people that make movies, like the movie stars.
Huh? I'm a little lost here. I asked you who did you idolize growing up, and you're talking about some I'm a little lost. The question was, and I'll say it again, growing up, who did you idolize? Like a star, a musician. Like who did you idolize as a kid?
More.
More what? You don't know a celebrity like you'd be like, oh, I used to love Tom Cruise, or oh man, Vin Diesel, or like that's what I mean. Who did
John
you?
Cena. Like growing up watching wrestling, John Cena, Undertaker.
There you go. So
More.
who did you? Who did you draw? Who inspired you? Who did you idolize? Pick one. Who was that
Undertaker.
star? The Undertaker. Still, that was the person you were like, that's the dude. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Best boy band in your opinion?
Fall Out Boy, a boy band would be considered as a boy band.
I don't know. Fallout. I don't think that they're a boy band. You know, like New Kids on the Block, NSYNC, those type of guys.
NSYNC. 98 Degrees.
You say 98 Degrees. Okay. Worst boy band.
New Kids on the Block.
New Kids on the Block. All right.
I'm gonna get hit for it, but oh wow.
Hey, that's okay. Who's your favorite rapper?
Snoop. Has to be Snoop.
Worst rapper?
Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that. I can see that. So, Mr. J, I'm going to give you an opportunity at this moment to go ahead and do a shameless plug. Knock yourself out.
Well, you can check me out on Kick Monday through Friday. Go to my YouTube channel, A63FLRG, for all of the content I create. You can find my socials, A63FLRG, on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. That's about it.
Okay.
Because I don't really use X, because people call it X. Some people call it Twitter. It's really because when you pull up the name, it's still Twitter. Like the link still says Twitter for some reason.
Right.
But
that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Did you have yourself a good time?
Yes, I did.
Nice. Let me ask you a question that I personally would like to know. This is a question for me directly to a person like you. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? And I want details and not a short answer.
Making content having my own studio, doing what I love to do every day, but able to make money and to provide for my family and friends, but still doing what I love to do every day.
All right. That's it?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for all the details. I appreciate that. I appreciate the details. If there's one thing you can take this magical wand and wave over the planet, what's the one thing you would change or make worse?
Change, I would take off Jersey Shore on MTV. It's gone. It's gone.
So let me get this straight. You have this magical device and you can fix whatever you want on this planet, Jay. Right? You can fix whatever you want. You could, I don't know, end world hunger, make sure people don't get sick or make everyone sterile for 20 years. You're going to go with Jersey Shore. You're going to be like, get rid of it,
gone.
and that's it.
Gone.
Why would you want to get rid of Jersey Shore? What did Jersey Shore ever do to you?
Just don't like it. Don't like what they do.
So with with cosmic powers. Just get rid of the Jersey Shore. Okay. All right.
Yep.
And before we get out of here, what, and now, in your own opinion, right? It has to be, and don't be, because I don't know if you give me some Googled information. Hands down, in your opinion, what is the all-time #1 movie in your heart that Disney ever produced?
That would actually have to be Lilo and Stitch.
You love Lilo and Stitch. All right. I like
Lilo
that.
and Stitch.
Nice. All right, Jay. I want to say thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. I think you did a great job. I'm still
Thank
a little
you.
perplexed with the 5 feet to 6 feet. Can't be taller than you, and
That's
you don't know
Florida
how
math.
tall you are.
That's Florida math, man.
I'm still like, but don't worry. I do research to find out more. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out, bro. I will. But no, and all jokes aside, man, I appreciate you. Let me get to know
Thank you
you
for
a little
having me.
more. Oh, well, I wasn't done, so thank you for being rude. Can you wait? I have to wait when you were talking. Brother, where'd you get those? Brother, No. I wanted to say thank you for allowing me to ask you all sorts of cool questions about you. I got to know some new stuff about you. We got to leave messages for people. I mean, it was really nice and I appreciate that. So thank you again for everything. Now you go.
Thank you for having me.
You can check your tone at the door, sir. Really? That's
This
how
just
you...
seems like this. It seems like our normal thing. We hang out. It doesn't seem like this is what we do. We hang
Right.
out and have fun.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you. Now we can say goodbye to everyone. So Jay, look at the camera and say bye.
Bye, everybody.